In the United States, an independent city is a city that is not in the territory of any county or counties with exceptions noted below. Of the 41 independent U.S. cities, 38 are in Virginia, whose state constitution makes them a special case. The 3 independent cities outside of Virginia are Baltimore, Maryland, St. Louis, Missouri, and Carson City, Nevada. The U.S. Census Bureau uses counties as its base unit for presentation of statistical information, and treats independent cities as county equivalents for those purposes. Baltimore, Maryland is the largest independent city in the United States. Virginia. History. In the Commonwealth of Virginia, all municipalities incorporated as cities have been independent cities, also called free cities, since 1871, when a revised state constitution took effect following the American Civil War and the creation of West Virginia. Virginia's 38 independent cities are not politically part of a county, even though geographically they may be completely surrounded by one. An independent city in Virginia may serve as the county seat of an adjacent county, even though the city by definition is not part of that county. Some other Virginia municipalities, even though they may be more populous than some existing independent cities, are incorporated towns. These towns always form part of a county. Incorporated towns have limited powers, varying by each charter. They typically share many aspects such as courts and public school divisions with the county they are within. In the Commonwealth of Virginia, there are 2 classes of city. The primary difference relates to the court system. A first-class city has its own district court and also its own circuit court. A second-class city has its own district court, but not its own circuit court. So, for example, Fairfax City shares a circuit court with Fairfax County, while Falls Church City shares a circuit court with adjacent Arlington County. In Virginia, a district court is not a court of record, so all cases are heard by a judge. All jury trials are heard in a circuit court. 3 older Virginia counties, whose origins go back to the original 8 shires of Virginia formed in 1634 in the colony of Virginia, have had the word city in the names politically. However, they are counties. The independent cities were formed to centralize trading and legal matters as the older system of merchant ships cruising from plantation to plantation was inefficient. The colonial capital of Williamsburg was created for this reason, being a port for the James River. 2 of these counties are Charles City County and James City County, whose names originated with earlier incorporations, created in 1619 by the Virginia Company as Charles Chitty and James Chitty. Another was Elizabeth City County, originally part of the older Elizabeth Chitty, which became extinct in 1952 when it was consolidated politically by mutual consent with the small city of Hampton, the county seat, and the town of Phoebus to reform and expand into the current independent city of Hampton, Virginia. One of the large cities of Virginia, Arlington County, commonly referred to as just Arlington, is not an independent city. However, it is often thought of as a city. It is geographically small and dense, is fully urbanized, is close in size to other independent cities in the Commonwealth and has no incorporated municipalities within its borders. Due to the Byrd Road Act, it is one of 2 counties that maintains its own highway infrastructure like independent cities. It consists solely of land ceded by Virginia to the federal government to form Washington, D.C. in the late 18th century, and retroceded to Virginia in 1846. Former independent cities now extinct that were long extant in Virginia include Bedford, which gave up its city charter in 2013, and is now an incorporated town in Bedford County. Clifton Forge, which gave up its city charter in 2001, and is now an incorporated town in Allegheny County. County. Manchester, which was consolidated by mutual agreement with the city of Richmond, Indiana, 1910. South Boston, which gave up its city charter in 1994, and is now an incorporated town in Halifax County. South Norfolk, which merged with Norfolk County in 1963 to form the city of Chesapeake. Two other independent cities existed only for a short time. Nansemond, created from the former Nansemond County in 1972, was merged in 1974 with the then city of Suffolk and three unincorporated towns within the county's former boundaries to form today's city of Suffolk. Warwick, which was formed from the former Warwick County in 1952, was in 1958 consolidated by mutual agreement with the newly expanded city of Newport News. Other states. Some states have created independent cities in order to cater to the special requirements of governing the largest cities and/or capitals. The city of Baltimore, Maryland, has been separate from Baltimore County since 1851. Carson City, Nevada, consolidated with Ormsby County in 1969. Ormsby County was simultaneously dissolved. The city of St. Louis, Missouri, was separated from St. Louis County in 1876. Other entities similar to independent cities. An independent city is not the same as a consolidated city-county, in which the city and county governments have been merged. The town and the county of Nantucket in Massachusetts, which are coterminous, form a similar entity. Likewise for the city and county of Honolulu, which covers the entire island of Oahu, Hawaii. A consolidated city-county differs from an independent city in that the city and county both nominally exist, although they have a consolidated government, whereas in an independent city, the county does not even nominally exist. A completely urbanized county such as Arlington County, Virginia. A federated city-county multi-tiered type of government such as applies between Miami and Miami-Dade County, Florida. The city of New York, which is a sui generis jurisdiction. The city is made up of 5 boroughs, each of which is territorially coterminous with a county of New York State. Washington, D.C., which has a special status as the U.S. capital. It is not part of any state. Instead, the District of Columbia is under the jurisdiction of the Congress of the United States in accordance with Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution. The district was originally divided into 3 independent cities and 2 counties. Alexandria County and the independent city of Alexandria were returned to Virginia in 1846. The 3 remaining entities were merged into a consolidated government by an act of Congress in 1871. Congress has established a home rule government for the city, although city laws can be overridden by Congress. In practice, the city operates much like other independent cities in the United States. Cities and towns in New England traditionally have very strong governments, while counties have correspondingly less importance. Today, most counties in southern New England have almost no governmental institutions or roles associated with them. Somewhat like the ceremonial counties of England, counties in southern New England still have a nominal existence, and so no city or town in those 3 states is truly separate from a county, although the town and the county of Nantucket, Massachusetts, as noted above, are coterminous, and the city of Boston used to provide both the complete governance and the complete revenue of its county, Suffolk County, although Suffolk County also includes 2 much smaller cities and 1 town. Cities and towns in the unorganized borough Alaska of Alaska. Alaska is not divided into counties, but has near equivalents called boroughs. However, unlike county equivalents in the other 49 states, the boroughs do not cover the entire land area of the state. The area not territory of any borough is referred to as the unorganized borough, although it does not have its own local government. The Census Bureau divides the unorganized borough into several census areas which it treats as county equivalents for statistical purposes.